Welcome to Visuality Systems, the SMB protocol experts. In today's tutorial, we'll be discussing key SMB protocol security measures that will help you safeguard your data and your network. As part of Microsoft's Secure Future initiative, launched in 2023 to address the growing scale and complexity of cyber attacks, Windows 11 version 2.4H2 and Windows Server 2025 now include important SMB features that make your data, your users, and your organization safer. Most of these features are enabled by default, ensuring that your network is secure from the start. The security measures introduced by Microsoft, all supported by Visuality Systems' SMB protocol software libraries, include SMB signing required by default, SMB and TLM blocking. Insecure guest authentication is now off by default in Windows Pro editions. SMB dialect management, SMB client encryption mandate, deprecation and disabling of remote mail slots. SMB over Quick is now supported not only in the Azure edition as it was in Windows Server 2022, but also in the Data Center and Standard edition starting from Windows Server 2025. SMB over Quick client access control. Support for SMB on alternative ports. This video tutorial is about alternative ports. In networking, service names and port numbers are used to differentiate between various services running over transport protocols. For SMB, the default ports assigned by IANA and IETF are TCP 445, QUIC 443, and RDMA 5445. However, alternative ports can be configured, allowing any number between 0 and 65,536 to be used, depending on your network setup and security requirements. SMB Server in Windows has required inbound connections using the IANA registered port TCP 445 for decades, and the SMB TCP client has only supported connecting outbound to that TCP port. The newer SMB over Quick protocol requires the Quick mandated UDP 443, both for server and client. Until now, these were hard-coded and unalterable. After the change, SMB servers can now accept inbound connections on any configured port, not just the default ones. However, to maintain control and security, you can block alternative ports on the client side, ensuring that it only connects to specific, authorized servers. You can configure an SMB client to connect using an alternative port by specifying it in the new SMB mapping PowerShell command. Whether you're using TCP, QUIC, or RDMA, simply provide the desired port number within the valid range of 0 to 65536. This allows for greater flexibility in managing SMB connections while maintaining control over network traffic. To view all configured alternative ports on an SMB server, use the Get SMB Server Alternative Port PowerShell command. This command lists the available ports, their associated transport types, such as TCP or QUIC, and whether they are enabled for SMB connections. Here, we see that port 443 is assigned to QUIC with a default status, while port 445 is set for TCP and explicitly enabled. To manage alternative ports for SMB over QUIC, PowerShell provides several commands. To add a new alternative port, use New SMB Server Alternative Port, specifying the transport type as QUIC and the new port number. To remove an existing alternative port, use Remove SMB Server Alternative Port, followed by the transport type and the port number you want to delete. To modify an existing port, use Set SMB Server Alternative Port, providing both the old and new port numbers. These commands allow fine-tuned control over SMB traffic, ensuring compatibility with custom network configurations. When configuring SMB alternative ports, keep these best practices in mind. Do assign unique ports for different transport types to prevent conflicts and ensure smooth operation. Do verify connectivity and functionality after making any port changes to avoid unexpected disruptions. Don't rely on default settings without considering security requirements. Customizing ports can enhance protection. Don't assume everything will work seamlessly. Always test your configuration before deploying it in a production environment. Following these guidelines will help maintain a secure and reliable SMB setup. Thank you for watching. Want to know more? Explore the other videos in this tutorial series, visit our website, or reach out for more insights. Visuality Systems, the SMB protocol experts.